Hello and welcome to another week. So what are we up to this week and what have I been up to? Well, I should have brought them out, but I was watching Homebrew Chris and he got those inline valve connectors for beer line. So I went, I could do with some of them, because the two taps I have aren't adjustable. So I've got 3/8 to 5/16, so I'll have to have a rejig of my pipe work, so I can increase the pressure but decrease the flow rate, which is good, so I can keep a fairly good carb on the beer but have it come out as slow pour. Because I have noticed this, as the keg goes down it is starting to get a bit flat. That's because I'm only serving it at probably about 5-6 psi. Normally I'm using about 10, so it does come out rather quick, but it keeps a good bit, can get a bit too gassy towards the end of the keg, so these flow restrictors hopefully do the job. Got those, so thanks to Chris and whoever he got them from. Picked up two from same place on eBay, beer goggles I think it was. So they turned up fairly quickly. Gonna brew tomorrow. What am I brewing tomorrow? Thinking of doing Dropkick Nate tomorrow. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Cracking beer. I've got the hops to do the beer, so that's not a problem. Could change it the last minute, so I'm probably going to go in now and have another look at my recipes. Got plenty of hops, too many hops, 2 freezers drawer fulls, and this is not happy about that. So I think I need another fridge. Did spy one for sale locally, but it was a bit, probably could got a keg in it, so I could carb up a keg and then I would add freezer space at the bottom. That could have been handy. Oh sorry, drinking 2 hop ale from last week, so you can guess, doubling up on the videos. Like I said, it's still got its fruitiness, but it's getting to that stage now where it's dropping out. Cracking beer still, but you can tell it's not as good as it was. So normally about, as you do, 3-4 weeks your bottles are at their prime, but then they tend to drop down fairly quickly after that. Keg, well, keg don't last long, not in my house, not with me and the missus drinking it. Yeah, keg goes rather quickly, too quickly. Yeah, so set the panel now in a minute. Mash tun, as you can see, up there, it's in there in the house, keeping it warm with the grain, so don't lose as much temperature on it, about 5-6 degrees. Actually warm enough to not wear a hat today. Hey. So yeah, I'll be brewing that tomorrow, but it may change. Don't know if I do the stout tomorrow, the Black Forest Ghetto stout. No, I can't, because I've got no lactose. So that won't be happening. I might have to do a beer order this week then, so could be Dropkick Nate, could be Rust Bucket Clone, could be someone else, could be Black IPA, revisit that one. Less dark malts and more hops. That's what I like to see. So, I'm seeing you in the morning, as usual. Tired, hungover, but I'm still going to brew. Unless I've got some nice Jack Daniels in the house. That could be a bad idea. Splashed out on a rye Jack Daniels that I've seen in Asda's. Only £5. I might have a few of them tonight. Oh yeah, and I got my Teeling 200 fathoms, 10%. Oh dear. And I've got a Trip Ale in the fridge too. Well, I'm going before. See you in the morning, as usual. Morning. Yeah, need lots of this today. So, we're brewing the Dropkick Nate. Just mashing in. Strike water is 78 degrees. I have a funny feeling I'm gonna miss my target by going over. Currently sitting about 46 degrees and rising. We're about 6 litres in, another 9 to go, so we're doing 3 litres per kilo, 5 kilo grain bill. So we've got our base malt, bit of Munich, and some torrefied wheat, which is going in. So I'll put a little bit of extra torrefied wheat in this time, put in half a kilo rather than 300 grams, just to use it up, because shitloads of it. Oh, you can smell the grain from the ton, lovely. Yeah, so mashing in, our mash, 65, 66, wherever it gets at. Hopefully I won't go 67, 68, so, but that's it. Catch you in a minute when I'm doing the sparge. Well, we had a wee issue with the sound playback recording on the camera due to a certain setting not working. But as you can see, we're steaming up the lens and everything's gone foggy. As far as I can tell, we're just doing the first run-ins. Clean the lens, wipey wipe, cleany clean, just to double check. Yeah, oh look, that's that big ugly bugger. Right, anyway, yes, mash. Yeah, I think we're pointing, and we're transferring. Oh, we're pointing again, and yes, we'll wave a hand. Sticky stick, stirry stir, and yes, it goes round and round. Very good. Don't know what I'm doing, can't remember, but we'll just make it up as we go along. So yes, shake the stick, and wave it about. Point over there. Yes. Can't remember what I was doing, but something to do with mash. That could be the second. Yes, we're connected up, pointing at a pipey thing. Oh, ugly bugger, back again. And yes, we're pointing to pipes. Obviously what I'm doing is second batch fly sparge. As you can see, shake the camera, turn on the pump. So we're recircling for a bit. For about half hour. That's what I normally do. So I'll just sit there trying to fill in. Yes, lovely shot. Mash tun, HLT, all that pipe's in the way. And that one's, oh look, I can lift that one. Anyway, as we carry on shaking pipes and talking, we're going to go on to the next thing, which is, yeah, me talking again and you can't hear me. And we're just starting the fly sparge, and we're going from the kettle through the pipework in the top and out the bottom into the, yes, just point at the gauge again, and yes, oh, lift the lid. Oh yeah, look, there's water coming out and steam, lovely. So as we carry on, yes, we just lift the lid and have a look in there. Oh look, lovely collected first runnings, and me talking away, God knows what, can't remember. Yes, stand back, rub my hands. This bit could be cut out. Probably talking about hops. Went in to gather me hops. Point at the HLT. Point at the mash tun. Turn round. Point at something else. And what are we talking about? Yeast, I think. Yes. Use Nottingham ale yeast from Danstar. So I rehydrated this yeast. 35 degree water. And let it sit for, must have been over an hour before I actually used it. So it did go very well. And keeps rabbiting. Don't know what he's talking about. Just checking how to rehydrate the yeast, I would think. So shake the packet and shake it again. Look at it, try and work out what you got to do with it, and shake it again. Yes, very technical. Oh, and shake it again and again. Right, where are we at now? We are putting down some hops. That's good. As I said, World Flock. So obviously this is coming on to the late editions. I didn't have any Galaxy for this brew, hence the title. So I used Citra instead, which I think is a substitute for Galaxy. So we put those in, so watch them float about, and we're going to put some more in. I think this must be the Flame Out edition, or the, yeah, it's got to be the Flame Out edition, that man in there. Oh look, loads of hops. So I think the previous one was the 5-minute or 15-minute edition, 5-minute edition, Flame Out edition, whatever it is. Give that a stir, stick the lid on, and then we will cool it down. Oh no, we'll run the pump. Yeah, there's the pump. Run the pump to whirlpool it for about 20 minutes or so, and then we'll start chilling down and get it in the FV. So much finger. Oh look, there's that ugly bugger again. Hey, he's got it cooled down. There's the yeast rehydrated, and swishing it about. Yeah, you're doing a good job of that. Yeah, having a sniff. Smells like apples if I remember. And we are now going to, oh look, full bucket of water. 27 litres on the money again. And we're going to pour it in. Oh look, pour. Yeah, you got it all in. Just check. You can see through the see-through. So, as you just seen me do the dropkick Nate, that was not. A bit of an issue with the GoPro. When you use an external mic and have it powered off, you can hit the record button and she'll come on, start recording. But if you're using an external microphone, that feature, just the audio doesn't work. So that's why I ended up with about 70%, 75% of the video with no audio. So I had to do voiceover as it was. So yeah, trying to remember how that went. Let's just bring up the recipe. I saved everything. Yes, we ended up at 1.051, and I haven't taken a final gravity yet. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. We dry hopped it with Eldorado and Citra. I think I had, what was it, 50 grams of Citra or something like that, but 100 grams went in for a dry hop. So that ended up smelling absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to get that bottled and on tap. So everything went reasonably okay apart from the audio, but things happen. So I think that's going to be it for this week. We'll do a little taste test, let you know how that got on. Something I need to start doing because I'm doing a lot of brews and you don't see the end product. So hopefully that will change this year. So that's it for this week. another good brew day. Next week will be the Black Forest Res, I think. Yes. Or it'll be a bit of waffling about something else. But anyway, Black Forest Res will be coming up soon. And I'll see you next week. Cheers.